Okay, and here we go for... Well, it's a boy, but his name is Fury's mom. The second account, and we have PatDelMuerte here, playing as a Roos in the color red, going with the second scout right from the TC. Going with the hunting cabin and the lumber camp. Roos makes a lot of sense in Danube River. There's enough wood to make it worthwhile for your hunting cabins. And you have the fish, which is also pretty good, and you have the openness of the map. To get your knights where you want them to go. I like the Roos pick. And on the other side, playing as pink, we have BOI, also known as Fury's mom 2103, playing as China. Going with a land build, so both players going with land builds, I think. And both players going with their land builds. BOI with 6, is it 6 on food? 6 on food, but supervised. Already dumped the 60 wood on the TC. And yeah, I'm gonna start collecting that gold. So we're gonna check the mill later for the tax gold. Because I feel like sometimes players don't collect their tax gold. And this makes a huge difference in the early to mid part of the game. Getting that extra, what, 3, 4, 500 gold? It's a huge difference. Especially if you want to go fast song, you really can't afford to waste any time. Well, let's see the scouting of the players here, Pat. That was the wrong key. Ah, there we go. Pat here using a scout, scouting the back of the boy's base. He saw the mill. We can expect the boy to be here. And now let's see, BOI. Taking out the hunt. Taking out the hunt. Going by the book here. The scout had 3 bow attack. This is the other scout for Pat, so let's switch over to Pat. Yeah, he's running on 3 scouts. Just discovered the trade post on the southern one. The center one found out where both wars are. This is a powerful second TC location. But can be tough to do against China. If China goes for a very fast feudal play. Or maybe BOI can take notice and like drop the Barbican there. You won't have like Roos technically really doesn't like having any military before the second TC goes down. Yeah, now Pat killing those wolves, very good. We've got a Kremlin drop on the passage. Ooh, I feel like this is a wasted opportunity. I feel like this is a wasted opportunity. The Kremlin on the 2 boars would actually win him the bridge. And he would be able to set himself up on the bridge on the other side of the lake fairly easily. Like maybe here the Kremlin would have been a power move. Let's see. So for the time being, we have an Imperial Academy from BOI. It appears to me is building it with 1 villager. So it appears to me like this is going to be a fast song. It doesn't seem to me like it's going to be second TC. So it looks to me like it's going to be mass Jugenu, maybe some spearmen. It's going to be try to play in feudal age, trying to gain enough advantage that it can carry him into getting to late game, which China absolutely adores. And the castle age, honestly, takes a while to get going. That's the window that Pat's gonna have to really attack here. So this Kremlin feels like a bit of a wasted opportunity. On the other hand, it's really good for this lumber camp. And Pat can now even take the double broadaxe stack, and I don't think he should, by the way. But like, eventually he might take it. Seems to me like Pat, yeah, gonna take the boars, and he can take both boars. Build a tower somewhere. Only 7 villagers, usually it's 8. There we go, let's see the micro from Pat. Oh, beautiful micro. Now it's gonna shoot from afar and it's 75 gold. That's a pretty big deal. Now you have 250 gold. Oh no, the scout! You might see what's up. Scout from BOI. The villager is 5 HP! Ah, the scout doesn't die! Yeah, now we got a hunting cabin, so no second TC. Which is to be expected without the Golden Gate. The Golden Gate is really what enabled this strategy to be as effective as it was. Oh, and we are gonna have the wood technology coming in for Pat, and I also expect to see that wood being put to good use with the archers. And we got a barbican, so we already have song. But we don't have any stone getting collected. Oh, going down! Oh no, but BOI! Oh, BOI's gonna be late on the second TC. He's gonna be very late on that second TC. If Pat notices, he can send a couple of knights here. But I don't think Pat knows. Oh, Pat is a scout here. So afraid to move in because of the barbican. No, he's not. He's going in. He sees the gold getting collected. He sees the academy. He knows its song. Oh, he doesn't see the stone getting collected. You will see now. There's a... Oh, there's a scout. Hiding in the berry bushes. How much stone does he have? Oh, he's supervising it as well. Ooh, 100 gold. That's way too much. He doesn't have the Imperial Examination stack yet. This stack is so good. Ooh, I like this hunting cabin. Doesn't generate too much gold, which is unfortunate. He could have done the thing here where he chops to the middle and places it. Which I guess. Okay, so now BOI is 72 stone short. And he already has the wood. He's gonna be second TC real shortly. Looking for a second TC spot? This is pretty good. This is excellent. Getting this wood line, getting stone, and getting gold, you pretty much secure almost all of the resources. And you even have this food secured. It's... oh no! Oh, why? Did he scout any... Okay, there's an early night here. There's an early night here. I hate the second TC right next to the first one. I understand protection, but everything is too cramped here. Everything is too cramped. You're not securing any resources. Like even here would secure this wood line. Now Pat will just be able to raid this area. And let's see what Pat does. There are archers. Okay, that scout's finally gone. Get the first food tack coming in for BOI. BOI already has a wheelbarrow. And then Pat is getting... he's 13 on wood and he's getting almost 400 a minute. This is really good. And also the boar, by the way. It's actually insane. And he has the other boar right there. This is 2,000 food. Can we see the food on the boar? I don't think we can we? No, we can't. That's a shame. That's a shame. Okay, we got a stable. So, horsemen and juggernautes? Or is BOI trying to make some sort of a fast play here? Okay, there's a blacksmith. No, another stable, another range. It's definitely going to be him trying to go feudal. Yeah, the TC would not have gone up here. There's an army for Pat. Actually, it might have gone up. Yeah, and with the TC here, this army, it's not large enough to do anything better than delay. There it goes. There it goes. Okay, okay, there we go. Pat being extremely annoying. Does Pat have blacksmith tax? He does not. He does not. He has a blacksmith and he's gonna teach engineering! He wants to spend the game quickly! The Kremlin has 6 tickets! The 6 tickets will allow him to get... 12 militia. 12 militia isn't good enough yet. I'm gonna see like 20 militia. Oh, very good damage there from knights. And the scouts there just getting info. And siege engineering is completed! Siege engineering is completed! Pat doesn't have enough wood because he's constantly producing archers. But, ooh, boy's in hot water here. See the micro, insane micro, but he loses a villager anyway. That's a shame. Okay, that boar is done. He gets both boars. Where are the knights? The knights need to protect this. This is only one horseman. It's no blacksmith. No blacksmith tax though. Ah no, there's the attack. There's the attack tech. The attack tech is very good. Attacking the scouts. So all of the scouts are here for boy. Unfortunately, this is like the bane of Jugnus. In the knights, you really need a huge mass of Jugnus to even attempt to deal damage here. Yeah, but the knights are so good. But all of the archers from Pat are gone. Pat needs to renew his archer fleet. And here are more knights! More knights! Boy is kinda successfully defended this. There's only one knight out there on the field at the moment. There's another knight here, and the other one should be coming. There's one knight over here. Yeah, but 10 villagers for boy that he's in the lead with. Yeah, only one knight against all of this army. Okay, we have Steeled Arrow coming in for Pat. Oh, you're doing a best of 3? Perfect. Perfect. Thank you for warning me. So this is gonna be map number 1. Oh, this knight's attacking too preemptively. Pat needs like 3 knights. There's a second knight. And we get a barracks as well. Dude, just wait until the next minute ticks in and pop that Kremlin. Pop that Kremlin. Get those militia. They have 80-second lifespan. There's that early knight. That's... boy is getting everything closed up. He's getting a village that will have access to this gold and this stone outcropping, but everything out here is still no man's land. Nobody's on trade, which is relatively surprising. None of these civs really benefit all their trade-related bonuses, but trade is so powerful anyway. Okay, we've got hardened spearmen. I don't think... Ooh, I don't know. Pat could attack with this army. This is a mighty army. Ooh, yeah, and there's a palisade gate, so everything's closed off. Pat needs some infantry. And Pat has 2,000 food. He needs to use it. He needs to use it. He needs to keep producing knights, and he needs to get a ton of gold here to click up, because we have an astronomical clock tower coming in for Boy. Boy managed to defend the early pressure from the knights, but we also have a ton of scouts, and these scouts are gonna do a number on this gate. Some of them are gonna die though. That's fine, that's fine. The scouts are cheap and you have food to spare. Oh, they can't go in through the open gate. That would have been cool. Okay, now the gate's on fire. The gate's dead, and here come the knights. And here come the knights with some archers and spears in the mix. The infantry is going to be very important, and I do think Pat wants to get some spearmen, some rams in. The rams are not to end the game. The rams are to put pressure on Boy. Force him to make a move. Force him to come outside with the villagers. Don't keep them tucked in between the Barbican and the two TCs. It also works at taking out the production and everything. So the archers aren't gonna do all that much. But we have horsemen, we have scouts. These archers, he really needs the armor attack. Now there's only one knight left for Pat in that mass. There's one knight in this batch here. That's a horseman. The horseman is gonna die to the scout. The scout does have the +1 from the blacksmith, which is funny, attacking with scouts when you think about it. And Pat wants to build a wooden fortress. He needs to push, though. These villagers are gonna get melted by the Jugnus if he doesn't push through with the army. Can BOI see this, though? BOI has got 8 Jugnus and 5 spearmen, are pretty good against this army. The archers need to be on point. These are scouts as well, and Pat wants to age up. Where is the Abbey of Trinity? It's going to be the Abbey of Trinity going right next to the TC. There are 3 relics right there in the line. And he's already setting the warrior monk to go everywhere. We have a few lancers, so there's your ruse advantage gone. Oh, please garrison in the tower. The tower is going to help immensely. That tower is amazing, and if you're Pat, like, you might just as well wait. Wait until you age up, get that sprinkled emplacement, and you defended the wall well. BOI cannot wall here. So we have 5 knights for PatDelMuerte, and Fury's mom, or BOI, could really use a second stable. Let's see how many stables he has. He has 4 stables producing 2 lancers. Yeah, but BOI falsely confined to this area. He could expand outside. He could get the stone here. The stone, yeah, it's 900 stone that you'd be left with, or 850. Ooh, and this is a good fight for Pat here. The Jugnus are pretty good though, and their crossbowmen here is not such a good fight as I thought. The crossbowmen look remarkably close to the Jugnu. Not gonna lie here. The bow is different though. Okay, Pat getting the stone. I really like this move here. Because now the sprinkled emplacement is gonna be possible. That's pretty good. Butler's on a standstill now. The more Pat waits, the worse it's gonna be for him. Now, BOI could get a nest of bees, and the nest of bees would be really powerful. No siege yet for anyone. There's also the astronomical clock tower. They have added HP. Doesn't say how much HP on the tooltip, which is shame, but they do have plus 50% health, which comes in handy when you're fighting archers and lancers and stuff like that. Their added survivability is really good. Oh, Pat producing horsemen. He's going with archers, he's going with spearmen, not going with knights. Knights are gonna have to be important, but also there are crossbowmen out there. And crossbowmen can kinda not as powerful. If you don't have armored units out there. On the other hand, the tower is going to be very powerful for Pat. Pat, is he winning this fight? I don't think he is. The Jugnus are still going to melt. They're going to deal a lot of damage. But Pat's 3 lancers left. 3 knights left. The knights are so good against the Jugnus. The Jugnus. And there are crossbowmen out there as well. These are veteran Jugnus with a +2. They actually deal damage to those knights. These archers don't. These archers are middle-aged archers with a +1. They have 6 instead of having 9 attack that they could. And there's the sprinkled emplacement. There's going to be arrow slits added to this as well. Ooh, and those lancers getting sent first. Just got lost, and the boy calls it for this attack for the time being. Boy's gonna need some siege to deal with whatever Pat's got here. Pat's getting some lancers, knights. Ooh, arrow slits comes in. That's gonna be a lot of firepower. Pat might actually not even want to attack this. Yeah, just wait. The problem is we have 6 villagers hiding inside. That 100% could be collecting stone. On the other hand, it's going to be a sacred site there for Pat. I do expect the same on the other. And finally, Boy expanding outside his walls. Pat is focusing everything on this area. And I'm guessing Boy's resources are starting to run out. Yeah, he has his gold, he has his stone. Doesn't feel comfortable taking it. Here are rams. These rams are going to put a ton of pressure on whatever Pat's got here. Because Pat... Pat can't get any decisive win. Not a win good enough that would allow him to start pushing here into the right army for Boy. I think Boy definitely has attack advantage here. Even though we could really use the ranged armor for protecting the crossbowmen and the Huguenots against the archers. But these are still field age archers with only the +1. But the veteran archers is coming through. I really think veteran archers here is going to be very important. The extra attack is so key. He doesn't have the mass where these archers can start winning everything. So he really needs that extra age up. There's a Russian keep. Where are the villagers? Where are the villagers? Are these the villagers? Are you gonna build it? Oh, where are they? Oh, there was a wolf right there. Damn, I think Pat is doing the map objectives a lot better than Boy. Like already on 4 relics, and the other relic is on Boy's side. Boy going in for the attack, building an offensive keep. But that tower is going to provide crucial help. There are a couple of trebuchets. The trebuchets might actually help deal with this pesky keep before it even gets built. This is going to be denied. Are the trebs going to get an attack here? All of the army for Pet is dead. Oh, and the trebs fall, and the tower falls as well with the villagers inside. This keep should be built, but we never know. Oh, and there are a couple of rams out there on the field. Oh, is it not going to be built? This is a doubt castle. Oh, it got just built. No way. On the last villager. And we're getting boiling oil from Pat. The economy of Boy finally catching up. And making the second TC play very worthwhile. Yeah, and Boy's gonna win the game at the moment here. Yeah, the Kremlin hasn't been used yet. Ooh, and Pat now walling up. But Pat doesn't have the economy to keep up with whatever Boy's gonna create. Yeah, Pat, I think even canceled boiling oil. And Pat really needs... Yeah, he's getting his blacksmith tax now. And I think if Pat is gonna win this game, it will have to come down to tech advantage. Because I don't think he's gonna get the military numbers up, and this is a daunting army. And if you think about it, like crossbowmen and Huguenots, they cover for Lancers really well. And the Lancers are like one of the best units in the game. If we don't consider like how they get countered, they are one of the best units in the game. They are countered with Spearmen though. And the Huguenots deal really well with Spearmen. Yeah, and Boy is going in with Rams, which I like Rams. I think Rams are really good at putting up pressure and making your opponent have to do something. And we're starting to see a maze of walls form up around the map. And Boy wants to make a statement, but sending in the Rams on their own might not be the play here. Why is an Imperial official here? Come on! Sending it back. So the Rams are for sure dead. There's a way to send 750 wood to the garbage bin. Here come knights, here come juggernauts, here come crossbowmen. Pat doesn't have an army good enough to fight this, but he has to. He has the militia. Ooh, and this fight is going so well for BOI. I don't know what Pat can do here. Pat is gonna attack with the Rams. The Kremlin should be attacking. Doesn't it comes with arrow slits, yeah, so it should be attacking. Here are the rest of the militia. These are very good militia, but just not enough number here. And we have villagers attacking the Rams. The villagers are getting in between the Rams and the army. There's Imp for BOI. There's Imperial Age. There goes any possible tech advantage that Pat could have. So now BOI has the numbers. He has the tech advantage. The only hope is, like, the Kremlin worked well in stopping this, but like, this is still a lot of damage. How can I see the Kremlin? Just the Kremlin. There we go. 2100 HP, 50 ranged armor, so all of that is dealing... Every arrow is dealing 1 damage. Well, these Lancers just... It was like clicking the red button on this Kremlin. The Kremlin is going down. You have fishing with villagers for Pat. It's 51 against 125. Just, like, feels like this is not a game that Pat can win. Despite Pat having the relics, he might get this one to the end here. What a champ. The spearman. Yeah, not really a chance. Big Mangy shot! Big Mangonel shot! But so many units! So many units! Yeah, didn't even get a kill here. But he did kill an animal. Yeah, and a good game, good game. Really nice game from Pat and BOI. We do have access to the stats and look at the military count. This was Pat's window. I feel like when he had the knights and the archers, that was his window. He missed his opportunity to deal damage. Yeah, and then he, like, this army lead is not really, like, it was good, but it was never really as good as here. Like, this is like 1 scout and nothing, nothing else.